The idea of Mexico had been calling to me for years, whispering promises of sun-drenched beaches and ancient mysteries. It felt like a distant melody, a rhythm that resonated deep within my soul, urging me to explore its vibrant landscapes and immerse myself in its rich culture. A vibrant splash of color in my daydreams, a kaleidoscope of experiences waiting to unfold. I imagined the warmth of the sun on my skin, the taste of exotic flavors dancing on my tongue, and the sound of laughter echoing through cobblestone streets. I pictured myself wandering through bustling markets, a sensory explosion of sights, sounds and smells. The air filled with the scent of street tacos and fresh flowers, a tantalizing combination that spoke of the country's vibrant spirit. I could almost feel the energy of the crowds, the friendly banter of the vendors, and the pulse of life that throbbed through the heart of the market. But there was also a persistent voice of caution, a nagging whisper that threatened to overshadow my excitement. Echoing the concerns of friends and family, their well-intentioned warnings painted a picture of potential dangers and uncertainties. "Are you sure you want to go alone?" The question hung in the air, heavy with unspoken fears. Their worries planted seeds of doubt, tiny sprouts of anxiety that began to take root in my mind. And I won't pretend I was fearless. The truth is, the prospect of venturing into the unknown, completely on my own, was both exhilarating and terrifying. In the weeks before my trip, anxiety would tighten in my stomach, a knot of nervous energy that seemed to grow with each passing day. As I scrolled through conflicting travel blogs and news headlines, I felt myself being pulled in opposite directions. One article praised Mexico's beauty, its stunning landscapes and warm, welcoming people. The next warned of danger, painting a grim picture of potential risks and threats. It was a roller coaster of excitement and apprehension, a constant tug-of-war between my desire for adventure and my fear of the unknown. Despite the nerves, the butterflies fluttering in my stomach, the pull of Mexico was stronger, an irresistible force that beckoned me forward. I believe travel is about understanding, about breaking down barriers and building bridges between cultures, about meeting people and learning from their perspective, about challenging my own assumptions and expanding my worldview. The only way to truly know Mexico was to go there myself, to experience it firsthand, to form my own opinions based on my own observations, to replace headlines with handshakes, statistics with stories, and fear with understanding. So I booked my flight, a symbolic act of defiance against my own anxieties. Packed my suitcase with caution and hope, a carefully curated collection of essentials and aspirations, and promised to keep an open heart, ready to embrace the unexpected and learn from every encounter. This trip was going to be my own story to write, a personal narrative shaped by my own experiences and perspectives. I was ready to discover the real Mexico, the heart and soul of a country often misrepresented in the media. Beyond the news reports, beyond the stereotypes, beyond the fear-mongering headlines, the adventure was about to begin, and I couldn't wait to see what awaited me. The flight offered a precious window for calm reflection, a chance to gather my thoughts before diving headfirst into the unknown. I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, and let the hum of the engines lull me into a state of tranquility. It was as if, mile by mile, my anxieties were shrinking as the plane soared above the clouds, leaving all my worries far behind. The vast expanse of white beneath us was a blank canvas, ready to be painted with new experiences. When we began our descent into Mexico City, the sprawling urban landscape started to come into view. The sprawling metropolis emerged, a breathtaking tapestry of lights and life, stretching as far as the eye could see. It was a sight that both humbled and excited me, a reminder of the sheer scale of this new world I was about to enter. Stepping into Benito Juarez International Airport, I was immediately enveloped by a wave of new sensations. I felt the air thicken with a new rhythm, a vibrant energy that pulsed through the very walls of the terminal, and the sounds of Spanish swirling around me, a melodic hum that was both foreign and inviting. Navigating immigration and customs with my few carefully rehearsed Spanish phrases, I hoped I wouldn't stumble too much. I found every official professional and efficient, which eased my worries considerably. Their calm demeanor was reassuring. I'd pre-arranged a registered airport taxi, a small victory that made all the difference in feeling secure and oriented in this new place. The drive to my hotel in Roma Norte was my first real glimpse into the city's soul, a sensory explosion that captivated me instantly. I was immediately struck by the vibrant murals, each one telling a story, each one a splash of color against the urban landscape. The bustling food stalls, each offering a tantalizing array of aromas and flavors, and the parks filled with families laughing and enjoying the simple pleasure of each other's company. The city was alive, a place of contrasts, a vibrant mix of chaos and calm, old and new, ancient history juxtaposed with modern innovation, quiet residential streets and roaring, bustling avenues, each with its own unique character. I felt not like a tourist but a guest being welcomed into a fascinating home, a feeling that immediately put me at ease. Checking into my boutique hotel, a charming oasis in the heart of Roma Norte, relief and a sense of accomplishment washed over me, a wave of satisfaction after a long journey. I was here, alone and safe in Mexico City, a dream I had held onto for so long finally realized. The initial fear and trepidation had evaporated, replaced by a sense of excitement and endless possibility. The city was mine to discover. That first night, I ventured only to a small family-run restaurant just around the corner from the hotel, wanting to ease myself into the experience. As I savored my first authentic al pastor tacos, the explosion of flavors dancing on my tongue, I knew with absolute certainty that this was exactly where I was meant to be, at this moment in time. The city was waiting, its secrets and wonders beckoning, and I couldn't wait to explore every hidden corner. My adventure had truly begun and I was ready to embrace it with open arms. My days in Mexico City unfolded as a vibrant tapestry of experiences, a whirlwind of discovery that captivated my senses and broadened my perspective. Each moment was a new adventure, a chance to delve deeper into the heart of this incredible metropolis. My exploration began in the historic Zocalo, the city's main square, and a true center of activity. I found myself surrounded by centuries of history, etched into the architecture, and a vibrant street life that pulsed with the city's unique rhythm. The energy was palpable, a mix of old and new, tradition and modernity. Families gathered to fly colorful kites, their laughter echoing through the square, while vendors displayed their crafts, offering a glimpse into the artistic soul of Mexico. And then there were the Aztec dancers, their traditional performances a mesmerizing spectacle for the crowds. The drums beat, the feathers swayed, and the history came alive before my eyes. Despite the bustling atmosphere, I felt completely safe, easily lost in the city's infectious energy and the warmth of its people. Wandering through the grand halls of the National Palace, I was transported back in time. Diego Rivera's powerful murals told Mexico's story with unflinching passion and artistic brilliance, depicting the struggles and triumphs of its people. Each brushstroke seemed to resonate with the spirit of the nation. In the trendy neighborhoods of Roma and Condesa, I embraced the slower pace of life, sipping rich aromatic coffee at charming sidewalk cafes. I simply watched the world go by, observing the daily rhythms of the city and its inhabitants. It was in these moments that I felt a true sense of belonging, a connection to the city and its soul. My safety precautions were simple and straightforward. Keep my bags secure and close, and always stay aware of my surroundings. These were the same precautions I would take in any large city, a matter of common sense and vigilance. A day trip to the ancient city of Teotihuacan was undoubtedly a highlight of my journey. The experience of climbing the majestic Pyramid of the Sun was both challenging and exhilarating. Reaching the summit, I was rewarded with breathtaking panoramic views of the entire complex and a profound sense of awe at the scale and history of this ancient civilization. The archaeological site was well managed and maintained, ensuring a safe and enjoyable experience for all visitors. I felt comfortable and secure exploring the grounds with my tour group, sharing the wonder of this historical place. Evenings in Mexico City were reserved for culinary adventures, a chance to savor the diverse flavors of Mexican cuisine. From the tantalizing aromas of street food vendors to the refined elegance of upscale restaurants, there was something to satisfy every palate. I quickly adapted to the local custom of eating my main meal, the comida, in the afternoon, a delightful and satisfying tradition. For safe and reliable transportation after dark, I made sure to utilize ride-sharing apps, a convenient and secure option. In all my wanderings through the city's diverse neighborhoods, Mexico City embraced me with its undeniable warmth, its vibrant energy, and its rich cultural tapestry. It was a place where I felt a sense of connection, a feeling that I could truly belong and make a home. After Mexico City's pace, Oaxaca felt like a breath of fresh air, warmer, slower, more colorful. My hotel near Santo Domingo Church became my base for exploring cobblestone streets and vibrant colonial buildings. Oaxaca was walkable and safe, perfect for leisurely discovery. The markets were a feast for the senses, textiles, exotic fruits, and the region's famous moles. I sampled chapulines and sipped cinnamon-laced hot chocolate, surrounded by local families and lively commerce. A day trip to Monte Alban, guided by a local, connected me deeply to the region's ancient history. The site was peaceful and well-maintained, a world away from cautionary tales. Back in the city, a cooking class brought laughter and connection with fellow travelers. In Oaxaca, I never felt alone. The city's warmth and vibrant culture made me feel part of something special. History was alive in the streets, the food, and the smiles of its people. Oaxaca was enchanting. No trip is perfect, and mine had its bumps. A transportation strike in Oaxaca threw my plans into chaos. My itinerary was up in the air and frustration hit. But instead of letting disappointment win, I embraced the unexpected. I wandered the city on foot, letting curiosity guide me. I stumbled upon a small art gallery, a quiet courtyard, and had a long chat with a shopkeeper about black pottery. By letting go of rigid plans, I found spontaneous discovery. That day became one of my favorites. I learned that the best travel experiences are often unplanned. Flexibility and resilience are essential, especially for solo travelers. The strike ended, but I was grateful for the detour. Being in control isn't about a perfect itinerary, it's about adapting and finding joy in the unexpected. This made me a more confident, resourceful traveler. Sometimes the detours are the real adventure. The most memorable part of my journey wasn't the pyramids or landscapes, it was the people. From the start, I was welcomed as a guest, not just a tourist. In Mexico City, an elderly woman helped me find my way, walking with me and chatting kindly. In a town outside Oaxaca, a family of weavers invited me into their home, shared their lunch, and told stories. These moments of genuine connection reshaped my understanding of Mexico. When I made an effort to speak the language and show interest, people responded with warmth. The friends I made, the barista, the guide, the artisans, became the soul of my trip. Behind the headlines are millions of ordinary people living with dignity and pride. Their kindness made me feel safe and welcome. They are the reason my memories of Mexico are so vivid and joyful. Traveling solo in Mexico was incredible, and it can be for you too, with awareness and preparation. Trust your intuition. If something feels off, leave. Research before you go, know which neighborhoods are safe, and stay updated. Use registered ride-sharing apps like Uber or Didi in cities and first-class buses for longer trips. At airports, use official taxi stands to avoid scams. Be mindful of your belongings. Carry a zipped crossbody bag, avoid flashy jewelry, and keep copies of important documents. Blend in and stay aware just as you would in any big city. Learn basic Spanish phrases, it shows respect and opens doors. Share your itinerary with someone back home and check in regularly. These simple steps empower you to enjoy your adventure confidently. Traveling smart doesn't take away from the experience, it enhances it. Safety is about preparation, not paranoia. With the right mindset, Mexico is yours to explore. So is Mexico safe for travelers? My answer, yes, with awareness and respect. Mexico is vast and diverse, safety varies by region just like anywhere else. The narrative of danger is only one chapter, not the whole story. Tourist areas like Mexico City, Oaxaca, and Riviera Maya are generally well-policed and welcoming. My experience was overwhelmingly positive. I felt safer in some Mexican neighborhoods than in parts of major US or European cities. The sense of community and warmth contributed to my feeling of security. The challenges I faced were minor and logistical, not about personal safety. Millions of travelers visit Mexico each year without incident. My fear was replaced by fascination, my anxiety by affection. Mexico welcomes smart, respectful travelers with open arms. My journey through Mexico has ended, but the feelings it stirred are just the beginning. This trip taught me to look past headlines and discover the truth for myself. The memories, the taste of street tacos, the view from the Pyramid of the Sun, laughter in a Oaxacan kitchen, are now part of me. I hope my story has quieted your fears and sparked your curiosity. The world is a magnificent book, don't stay on one page. My experience in Mexico deepened my passion for exploring and sharing stories. It's about connection, understanding, and shared moments of humanity. My passport is ready, my heart open for the next adventure. Where will we go next? So many stories are waiting to be told. Join me. Let's keep exploring, learning, and finding places to love together. Until next time, happy travels.